Okay, so as I was saying, I said a lot of people have this misconception about LinkedIn, right? That it's just a platform for you to get a job, search for jobs, and update your CV, right? But I want to tell you today that LinkedIn boasts of over 1 billion members worldwide, spanning more than 200 countries. So when I tell you you're positioning yourself globally, I mean it. So professional demographics, the platform includes 65 million decision makers. So it's not like every other social media. It's not even a social media per se. Let's say a professional media platform, right? So it has decision makers. So it's not just like a social media platform like every other platform that you don't really have decision makers on, right? So it has 10 million C-level executives, making it a hub for influential professionals. So it has a lot of decision makers. And why am I emphasizing on decision makers? It is so that you can understand that when you connect on LinkedIn, you are connecting on a global stage. You are connecting with decision makers. So you need to take this platform seriously. However, you also need to position yourself right. And that is why I said my own challenge is not just going to be for you to be consistent. It's for you to be able to position yourself in the right way. So visibility and positioning, that is what this challenge is about. Not just visibility, visibility and positioning. Positioning helps you, visibility opens doors for you. It helps you to be in the face of those that need you. But positioning helps them to take you seriously. So there are two different things. You can be visible to the right people, but they don't believe that you are the right person for them. So visibility puts you in the face of the people that needs you, but positioning helps you to take you seriously. So if you are visible and not well positioned, you still will not attract opportunities. And that is why a lot of people are not attracting opportunities, despite the fact that they are very consistent and they are visible. So, the impact, if we have a student amongst us, so I need to say this and say it right. So, if you are the impact on job search and recruitment is that a significant 87% of recruiters utilize LinkedIn to vet candidates for job listings. So, underscoring its importance in the hiring process. So if you are trying to get a job, it is the best platform for you to position yourself for a job. So it's not just you searching for job now, it is you positioning and searching for job at the same time. You need to position yourself as somebody valuable enough to be employed. Approximately 75% of individuals who recently changed jobs use LinkedIn to discover new opportunities. So candidates with a complete LinkedIn profile have 71% more likely to receive a job interview, emphasizing the value of a well-maintained profile. And why is this important? We are going to be looking at that in a bit, right? So tonight we will lay the foundation just like I already laid it, right? Because building stands tall without, there is no building that stands tall without a strong base, right? That is why no matter how high you build, you have a building, if it doesn't have a good foundation, it is going to crumble. So the first thing we are going to be looking at is profile optimization. But before we go to profile optimization, I want you to understand that For you to function well on LinkedIn, you need to know your why. Why do you want to be on LinkedIn? Is it because you want to position yourself as a thought leader? Is it because you want to get a job? You need to understand this so that when you see a lot of people do on LinkedIn posting different things, you don't get distracted. I have seen a lot of people get distracted on LinkedIn. You see them today, they are posting about one thing. Tomorrow, they are posting about another thing. Next tomorrow, they are posting about another thing because they don't even know the reason why they are there in the first instance. Different people are on LinkedIn for different reasons. So you must know your own reasons. Is it to get clients? Is it to get a job? Is it to position yourself as a thought leader? And the timeline for all these reasons are different. So you must know the reason why you are there. Is it to network? If it's to network, then you need to, your content will be different and the things you are going to be doing will be different as well. We are going to be looking at all of that today. So if I want to position yourself for a job, then you need to position yourself as someone valuable enough to be able to get a job. So you must be posting something similar to the job and positioning yourself in such a way that the person that wants to employ you will know that you are capable of doing that. So probably you are trying to get a job as a VA, virtual assistant. You must be posting things that relate to virtual assistance and how you will be able to help your audience or your target audience to solve their problems. That is what you are going to be posting about. So you will not distract yourself or about LinkedIn, posting about how to be visible on LinkedIn, except the virtual assistant job you want to get has to do with LinkedIn. Do you understand? But if it has nothing to do with LinkedIn, there is no reason why you want to be advising people on how to position themselves right on LinkedIn. But if your virtual assistant job has to do with probably you want to be helping people to, maybe you're a virtual assistant or a social media virtual assistant, a LinkedIn social media virtual assistant, that is a different thing entirely. Do you understand? So don't get distracted. There are lots of people that get distracted. So if you want to get professional network, it means that your focus will not just be about building your your numbers or your followership. It will be you focusing on networking with people, going into people's DMs, trying to target the people you want to target, and engaging with those people intentionally. So you don't get distracted with okay, I want to get 100 comments. Those things are good, they are important. But is that your focus? If you want to get clients, getting comments, all these things are just distractions. Will it help you to build a bit of visibility? Yes. But that should not be your goal. Your goal is to get a client. So you need to be in people's DMs more and also strategically positioning yourself in people's comments. We are going to be looking at that on a deeper level really, really soon. Do you understand? And if your own is to build your personal brand, which is thought leadership, you need to know how to position yourself for that as well. So it means your plan is on a longer term. It means you have to have one thing people need to know you for. Because thought leadership is about people knowing you for a particular thing. And you now building authority over that particular thing. Just like me now, I am a personal brand coach. And automatically, because I'm on LinkedIn, I'm teaching you how to build your brand on LinkedIn. So I'm going to be teaching you as well how to be able to use LinkedIn. Because if you don't know how to use LinkedIn properly, you will not be able to position yourself properly. But a lot of people don't know that, okay, I can be two in one. That is why I always tell people that I'm also a LinkedIn coach. But that does not apply for every platform. Do you understand now? All right. So you need to know your why. So if you have a book there, have ask yourself, why do you want to join LinkedIn? And write it down. Make it plain. It will really help you. So what are your goals? Write them out. Make it plain. I think I already asked this question, but for those that just joined us, right? I want to know, did you just join LinkedIn? Do you have a LinkedIn account? Have you ever posted on LinkedIn? And what are your struggles? What do you, excuse me, what are you looking forward that this particular training is going to help you solve? What is that struggle? What is that problem that you believe that this training or this challenge is going to help you to solve? Please write it in the comments or in the chat box so that we can move very fast. I already asked the people that came early and they already answered some of these questions for me. All right, so because we have someone who is just joining LinkedIn, right? I'm going to be going to LinkedIn and doing, please, I know that we have some experts here already, but because of the beginner that we have, I'm just going to be going on LinkedIn quickly and showing, just getting the person familiar with LinkedIn quickly. It will not take time. Who is writing on my board, please? You are writing on my beautiful slides. Please don't write on my board. You're writing on my beautiful slides. I don't want that. Okay, so quickly I'm going to be opening my LinkedIn page just to get the person familiar to LinkedIn. The profile optimization thing that I'm going to be talking about now, right? I want to be able to practicalize, to show the person the practical part of it, right? So that the person doesn't be more visible, okay, and better positioned to be a thought leader, right? Thank you so much, Madam Clara. Okay, so this is my page. Please let me know if you can see my LinkedIn page quickly. Let's run quickly. Let's run quickly. Just say yes. Just write yes, or you unmute and speak quickly. Okay, so this is my home page. Can you see home right here, up here? There is my network, jobs. So if you're looking for a job, you should be going here often. Messages, when people come into your DM, this is what they call DM, direct message. And this is your notification about everything happening on your page, right? Maybe someone liked your content, someone tagged you and all of that, right? So that is it. Please, I hope you are paying attention. And this is, I'll be going to my profile now so that I can show you the things you need to optimize on your profile so you can get familiar with it as well. Okay, thank you so much for that. Okay, so just quickly, let me just run this. Please, for those that are already familiar with it, I would just run through it. I wouldn't take much time at all. But because I need to carry that person along, I don't want to leave her behind. This right here is your LinkedIn banner. You need to get a professional or you use Canva to be able to create something like this. And if you don't have something like this and you've been on LinkedIn, please go and get a professional to do it for you. If you don't have somebody, I have somebody in my team that helps my clients to do their banner. So you can reach out. It's at an affordable rate. Right, okay? So make sure you have a color that resonates with your brand, your value, and your audience. I want to portray boldness. And if you know me and my brand, you will know that I talk a lot about boldness. Okay, you don't know how to use it. That's fine. That is why I'm showing you this now. I want to portray boldness, and that is why I use red a lot. Boldness and love, those are two very important values to my brand. And as you can see, I'm also wearing red. You can see red, although it's a bit too much, right, tonight. But that is my brand, and I own it without any apology. Do you understand that? So, this is it right here. You need to pick a color. If you're speaking to women, pink, red, purple, those are things that resonate with women. So you must be able to know your brand values. If you don't know, that's why AI is there for you. Go and tell AI what you do and ask AI the best color that will help to represent your brand, your value, and your audience. Those three things are important. I speak a lot to women as well. If you go to it's on LinkedIn. I'm not positioned as a women as my target audience are not women, but on Instagram, my target audience are strictly women. So red, you can see now that red resonates a lot with my target audience, my brand, and my value. My brand speaks boldness. My number one value is love. And when you read my content, you would see that a lot. Even when I respond to people, you will see that I use a lot of the love emoji. That is my brand. And I'm unapologetic about it. Do you understand? You need to know yourself, know your brand, and own it wholeheartedly. And because my audience is also, most of my audience now is also women, you can see that the brand color red resonates with these three things I'm talking about. So let's go to, so right here, you write what you want to be known for. And also, unapologetically talk about what you have achieved. You can see here I wrote helped over 400 plus brands from 7 plus countries. Although that is already over now, right? But as at the last time I updated this, this is what it was. So I wrote here that I help professionals and entrepreneurs build standout personal brand on LinkedIn. So now let's come to your headline. Your headline. I wrote on my headline here, make you VIP. I just changed it lately because I'm trying to rebrand. Make you VIP. That is visible, influential, and profitable on LinkedIn. And it still resonates with what I wrote here already. Do you understand now? These two things should not be too much far away from one another or from each other. But here you must be very concise and also be very specific. Be as brief as you can and as specific as you can. And as I wrote here as well, brand strategist, 400 plus global brand scaled, Forbes BLK member, and all of that. It was recently I started learning more about SDG, and that was why I wrote SDG 4 there. The more I learn, the more I'm able to you are able to position yourself right. So the next thing we will look at now is your analytics. That is the performance of your posts per time. But the result it always gives is 7 days result per time. But if you want to see more than 7 days, you just click on this show all analytics here and you will click on the necessary things you want to see. Your about section is to talk about yourself. Expand more than you have expanded on your headline. Tell people more about yourself and why they should work with you. That is what you need to put on your about section. And if you want to adjust your about section, always, whatever section you want to adjust, always look forward to this pencil line here, this pencil right here. Always look forward to that pencil. Your headline as well, you can see this pencil right here, this pencil sign here. Always look out for that to be able to help you to adjust your whatever section you want to adjust. This is your featured section. Make sure it is well branded so that people can take you seriously and you can be able to position yourself right. When people come to your profile, you are usually not there. So you want your profile to speak for you while you are asleep. And if you want to adjust this featured section, you use this plus sign to add to it and pencil sign to adjust. And what do you want to be in your featured section? It is the things you want people to see first. And why is this different from every other platform? You know, Instagram, you will see everything, all the content these people have created over the past weeks, months, and all of that. But here, it is not like that. You can't see it at a glance. So whatever you want people to see that will be able to help you to elevate your brand or elevate who you are or be able to grab that opportunity they are bringing your way, that is what you should put in your featured section. You have a product, put it there. Can see the link to my products. My seller link is there. My newsletter is right there. And for if they want to work with me, my Calendly link is right there as well. Do you understand now? So if you have a book, go and put it on your seller and bring the link right here so that people can just click and go and buy from you directly. No wasting time. Do you understand? Right. So that is that. But if your profile is not looking presentable, people will not take you seriously. It's as simple as that. The way you present yourself is the way people will take you. The way you dress is the way you'll be addressed, either online or offline. Right. And this is your activity. All the posts that you make, this is where it is going to be. And your experience section, please make sure you update your experience section. This is what you will use to update it. To add to it, just click on the cross sign, and to adjust it, click on the pencil sign. We also have education, licenses and certificates. You have licenses and certificates you got recently. Make sure you go and update it there. Please go and do that. Do you volunteer? Are you a worker in your church? Come and update it here. Can you see right here? I wrote here, I'm the president of the youth of my church. Do you understand? It's right here where I was working in Lagos. I was the deputy president. You can see it right here. It shows leadership. Do you understand? Probably they want to bring an opportunity, a leadership opportunity for you and all that. They can know that you are capable. These are your skills. Please make sure you update your skills as well. And also endorse people's skills. We are going to be doing skills endorsements during the course of the 21 days as well. Recommendation is very important though. Have you worked with people? Have people worked with you? Send them a recommendation. You see here, recommendation. If you want them to write you a recommendation, click on this cross sign here. Can you see? Ask for a recommendation, give recommendation. It is important. And just follow through. Can you see some people have written me a recommendation here already? Language, and that is all. I hope you are getting familiar now. So up here, you have home. I'll go back to home by clicking it again. Your network, jobs, messaging, notification. If you are using your phone, all of this here is going to be down. So that is that for that. So let's move quickly into what the main thing we are here for today, right? Okay, so we've talked about profile optimization already. So we are going to be moving into content creation quickly. So we've talked about all of this already. So let me just talk about the first steps to an optimized profile. Just quickly is the first impression. And that was why I said make sure your featured section, your banner, your profile picture is well done, well branded, so that when people come to your profile, they take you seriously, that you mean business. All right, so the first impression matters. Your first impression is your profile picture, your banner, and your featured section. Your about section is where, okay, after this is your about section. When people now want to know more, probably you've impressed them with your profile picture, your banner, your featured section, then they will now want to check, okay, I want to know more about this person. Then that will be your about section. Then clarity of positioning. Clarity of positioning is in your headline as well as your about section, and your evidence of results. You can put that in your featured section, and your featured section should show that your evidence of results. I didn't show you, but there's a particular content that I add a lot of reviews. I put a lot of reviews in that particular content. So I attach that content to my featured section. All right, so let your profile speak for you when you are not there. Imagine this profile and my profile that I showed you as well. Will you want to work with this kind of person? And then the color, the picture, everything just sinks. Everything sinks. You will know that this person means business. Okay. So what you need to win on LinkedIn, you need to be able to manage your time properly, consistency, determination, discipline, sacrifice, and ready to unlearn. Because LinkedIn is not like every other platform. So content creation quickly. Your content needs to be structured in a particular way. The same way for every content anyway, in every platform. Funny enough. You need to grab people's attention. And the need to grab people's attention is using your hook. And one of the reasons why hook is especially super important on LinkedIn is because LinkedIn only shows people the first two lines of your content and your picture. Let me show you the practical quickly. I don't want to leave anyone behind, so you can know how important it is. Let me show you my profile again quickly. Can you see this person's content? Can you see the first two lines, first and picture? That is how it works. And picture. So you want your picture to be attractive and also your hook to be hooking. If there is something like that, your hook must be hooking. Your hook must be curious enough to attract the attention of people. Do you understand? That is what it should be. So it must attract people enough to want to click this more right here. If it's not attractive or curious enough, people will not click this more. It means that they will just scroll past your content. And you don't want that. The same thing with video content. You want to grab the attention with the first, either the title of your video, or the first statement you are going to be making in your video. Do you understand? That is how it works with hooks. So let's go back. I want this session to be as practical as possible. And that is why I'm doing this back and forth here. Okay. So then you have your body, the body of your content. That is the main content. Then you have your conclusion. Your conclusion should be like a power statement that just rounds everything up. And let me give you this thing that I do, right? This hack that helps me to engage with more people's content on LinkedIn. And that is I usually just go straight to, I look at the introduction, that is the hook, and I go straight to the conclusion. So from the conclusion, if I don't get most of the time, I'm able to understand what is in the content from the conclusion. So I just use the conclusion to comment, and I'm able to move fast. Do you understand? But if I see a content without a conclusion, then I have to just scan through the content quickly. Do you understand now? Right. That is a quick hack I just dropped for you. And it's a hack you will really need. Right. So call to action is very important. And what is call to action? You are asking people what they should do with your content. And I have two different call to. I have call to action and call to engagement. Call to action is, okay, now that you have read my content, help me to share, like, comment. Call to engagement is what you want them to write in the comment section. So you're going to be asking question like a simple question, and make sure the question is not industry related. Please pay attention to that. Make sure your content, your question is not industry related. If you are imagine a nurse asking me a question like, because your target audience cannot be 100% of the people that are going to be commenting on your content. The funny thing is that your target audience will most likely be just 20 to 30% of the people that are going to be commenting on your content. So if you ask an industry related question, only 30% are going to engage with your content. And you really don't want that, because the more the engagement, the more LinkedIn is able to show your content to more people. because more engagement is telling LinkedIn that, okay, we like this content, we like this content. So LinkedIn will be forced to show the content to more people. But if your question is industry related, you are going to push people out. So make sure that even if you are writing an industry related question, you make your the question you are asking, or even if you are writing an industry related content, you are not asking an industry related question. So if you are a nurse, maybe you are talking about the things going on in the hospital and all of that. So you now ask that, have your loved ones or have you experienced it when you come to the hospital? Most people have been to the hospital. Do you understand that kind of thing? You generalize it in such a way and you make it simple as well in such a way that anybody that comes across with your content is able to engage with your content. So the last thing is unique selling proposition. Your hashtag. Hashtag is not so a big deal on LinkedIn again, unlike before. Do you understand? But you need to put hashtag so that when people are searching for content on LinkedIn, right, your content can automatically show when people are typing that particular hashtag, like personal branding. My content can be able to show. But if your hashtag is not there, your content will not show when people are searching on LinkedIn. So if it is not so, it is not used as much as before, but that doesn't mean it's not still relevant. And when I say USP, I mean the thing that you do. Make sure you always write it at the end of all your content. And why do I say that? I say that because people cannot see your profile, your full profile when they are engaging with your content. So it's only that content they can see with your probably the picture that you use. Do you understand? So you need to keep reminding them what you do so that they can be able to engage fully with your content. Okay, so the structure I was talking about is this. Your hook, you start with an engaging question or a bold statement or something very curious that people will be able to want to know more about. So the example, the body, the call to action and all of that, that is that about that. So there are three frameworks for consistent content. That is the purpose, the emotion, and the practicality. The purpose talks about every post should answer one question. Why do I want my audience? What do I want my audience to feel or do after this content? This is very important because it helps to guide your content. So if you want people to maybe buy something from you, then you'll be able to work your way down up, from down up while you are creating that content. If you want people to probably connect better with you or send you a DM, do you understand? There is a way you structure the content in such a way that people will send you DMs after the content. Do you understand? So you must work your way down by asking the question, what do you want your audience to feel or do after this content? Number two is storytelling. You must get used to this. Storytelling, you must do this because this is the only way people can be able to resonate with your content, and people would want to read your content, and they will most likely read your content to the end. People don't remember what you said, but how you made them feel. through your stories. So use stories, use metaphors, use humors in your content. It will help your content to stick to the minds of people. Also, the practicality is don't just inspire, instruct. Give people something they can apply immediately. Always ask yourself, what is that one thing people can be able to apply now after reading my content? That is one big question you must always ask yourself. So people are taking away one particular thing, not more than one particular thing they can be able to apply to their life and get results almost immediately. Make sure you always do that. So make sure you always apply this when you are trying to create content. It will help your content to do so well because people love stories. People want um, content that can add value to them. And once your content is adding value to them, they will always look forward to your content next time. So we have types of content, and I'm using this framework MEEP. And what do I mean by that? Motivational content. Most people post motivational content on Mondays. Educational content, that is when we talk about tips, how to do so thing, 10 ways to do so thing, but you wouldn't write 10 ways, right? You are going to say it you are going to say it like a story. Then now tell them this is that the 10 ways they can use to get that same result. It is educational, but you're not writing it in such a strict way or in such a straightforward way so that people will want to read your content. Also, we have the entertainment. A lot of people use this entertainment on Fridays or Saturdays. I use this particular one on Saturdays, and I ask people like, okay, if your brand is going to be like a movie, what title is it going to be? Do you understand? Just so that we can be able to relate and connect with one another. Do you understand? Right. And the last type of content is promotional content. I use this particular content on Fridays. And promotional content is where you are able to showcase the evidence or social proof of what you have done for others. So if you want people to register for your course or whatever it is, you must show them that you have been able to get the same results for another person and show them the evidence of it so that they can believe you and they would want to work with you faster because they believe that if you are able to get the same result for this person, you are able to get it for them as well. And when I was running the promotional content for this particular course, those were the things I used. However, if you are already getting closer to that date, you can run promotional content throughout that week, but you have to be very strategic with it so that people don't get bored. You won't tell them directly. You have to be strategic with it. Okay, so we also have the different type of content. I already talked about this, but there are levels to these things. If you want to be known, to be popular, you talk about quotes and you do more of educational content. But if you want people to like and love you, right? You give a lot of free resources. There was a time I was giving a lot of free resources in the comment section of most of my posts. So people will want to love and like you. And also, this particular challenge is the first paid challenge I'm going to be doing. So imagine I was able to build love and likeness with 7 good quotes, doing it for free. Do you understand now? So if you these are some of the little ways you grab people's attention. And definitely it's because you really want to help them, not just because you are being strategic with things. No. And the last thing here is you build trust. And how do you build trust? You build trust through social proof, which is testimonials that I just talked about now. Testimonials, you showcase testimonials, feedbacks, reviews, and this is indirectly telling them, I have gotten this result for others and I can get the same result for you. So people are able to easily trust you enough to pay you for your services. Right. And if you want people to know you more, another thing here is show up consistently. Consistency is the key. I know it's sounding more like a broken record because a lot of people talk about consistency, consistency. But when I talk about consistency here, I'm not only talking about showing up every day. If you want to be showing up 3 times a week, make sure you are consistent with the 3 times a week. If you want to be showing up every day, make sure you're consistent with it. Also, the language, the tone of your brand needs to be consistent as well. The color, texture of your brand needs to be consistent as well. And I'm sure many of you will be able to attest to the fact that this brand color here is the same one you saw on my profile while you went there. It is not just red, it is a particular shade of red, and I'm super consistent with it. So when people see this kind of shade, psychologically, they think of me first. When they see a particular kind of font, psychologically, they think of me first. Do you understand now? So consistency is not just about sharing content. It is about showing up. It is about being consistent with your language or the tone of your message. It is also about being consistent about everything that defines your brand. Right. So if you want people to like you, tell stories about yourself as well so that it can resonate so much with people. And people will be able to trust you enough to buy from you when you talk, when you showcase your feedback, your reviews, or your social proof generally. Also, content points or content pillars. They are content points. If you don't want to run out of content ever again, ever again, this right here needs to be screenshotted, right? You need to know the problem, the pain points of your target audience. And if you're able to know how to use this thing with AI, then I can tell you, you will never run out of content again. You talk about the pain points of your target audience, their desires, their mindsets. Probably they have wrong mindsets. You address it. The tips I'm talking about here is the educational content where you talked about how to 10 ways to and all of those things. Will be done in is about an hour 30 minutes. Madam Clara, just about an hour 30 minutes. Will be done in a bit now. Right. So you also address the frequently asked questions. Maybe there are questions that have been bugging your target audience. You can either use polls to get those questions, or you can use AI or use Google to get those questions, or you can even use the search button of LinkedIn to get these questions. Whenever you run out of this thing, just get those questions, or you type your content pillar on LinkedIn and search for content, people that are in your kind of industry. Do you understand? My own content pillars now are personal branding, content creation. I talk about leadership. Do you understand? And I talk about LinkedIn. So, what are your own content pillars? What are the major things people should know you for? Whenever you run out of content, just search on LinkedIn for those content pillars. You can say frequently asked questions on personal branding, pain points or problems people face on personal branding, or you go to Google to search it, or you go to AI to search it. Industry myths, these are the things that and people have believed wrongly in your industry. You need to address this as well. Objections that people have, and also mistakes that people have made. Please, if you are getting something so far, please let me know in the comment section so it doesn't feel like I'm just the one talking. What are you getting value so far? Have you learned something you have not learned before so far? Please let me know in the comment section. All right. Thank you so much, Shemilori, for that. I'm learning so much. Thank you so much, Madam Clara. Okay, so let me just move quickly so that this slide is almost done so that I can take your questions and we can move into the challenge by tomorrow or by Monday, right? Tomorrow, you're just going to introduce yourself fully on LinkedIn. Do you understand? Then we can start posting fully on Monday. The challenge will start fully on Monday, right? So, what to pay attention to when it comes to your content is give value. Ask yourself, what is that one thing that people can see, get from my content today and apply to their lives? That is where you get value, value. Do you understand? If people are able to get something from your post and apply it to their life almost immediately, they will always look forward to your posts. Also, consistency and engagement. Please don't joke with engagement on LinkedIn. Engagement is like the fuel, is like the air, the oxygen of being able to function well on LinkedIn, being able to be visible on LinkedIn. You know, we are talking about both visibility and positioning here, right? Engage with people's posts. Engage with at least 50 people on a daily basis. I know it's a whole lot, but please seclude 1 hour every day to engage with people's posts so that you can be able to build a community for yourself. Imagine one person coming to your comment section and commenting every day for the next 2 weeks. You will always recognize that person. You will most likely recognize the person. And when you see the person's content, you would always want to engage in the person's content as well. So that is how it works on LinkedIn. So please engage, and engage. Right. Time to post. Well, I wouldn't want to tell you the time to post, but the best time to post is between 5 to like 8 a.m. in the morning, or maybe in the evening as well, 6 to 7 p.m. Because people want to engage before they start their work, and also when they finish their work in the evening. So engagement helps to build community. Make sure you engage with people. Storytelling, I already talked about that. Short and straight to the point. Make sure your content is not overly, how do I say it now? Too technical. Make sure it's as simple as possible. Leave enough space within your content so that people can have a breather when they are looking at your content or they are reading your content. Also, building connections. I already said part of it. Send strategic DMs. If you have target audience, please listen to this. If you have target audience, go to the search bar on LinkedIn, search their names. If it's CEOs, search CEO in London, CEO in Amsterdam, CEO in this. Search it, it will give you results. Then, if you now see the people you want to work with, make sure you write out their names. Then, keep engaging on their posts. This is how to build connection and also get clients. Please pay attention. Then you start engaging on their content for the next 2 weeks, at least 14 times, or at least 7 times. At least 7 times, but ideally 14 times. Then you now send them a connection request. They are not. What you want to achieve is this. They notice you in their comment section first, and you liking and engaging on their content first. Do you understand? Then you send them a connection request. That doesn't mean you can't send random connection requests to people, but these people that you are targeting, that is what I'm saying, your target audience, the people you really want to work with, you want them to pay you, the clients you want to work with. You do this, you search for them. When you search for them, write out their names. When you write out their names, engage with them intentionally, at least for 7 good times, but ideally 14 times, so that they can notice you. Then send them connection requests. You have 5 written connection requests on a monthly basis that LinkedIn gives to you. So send it to them on a note. Write them a note and send it to them. 99% of the time, they will accept your connection request. And why is accepting connection request very important? It is very important because you can now send the person a direct message. If they don't accept your connection request, you will only follow them. You will not be able to send them a direct message. Now they accept, after they've accepted your connection request, you can now go to their DMs. Don't pitch. Just always send them, oh, I love the content you created today. I read it. It really resonated with me. I love your profile picture. Just say something beautiful to them, something positive, something that will make them know that, oh, I see you. Oh, I appreciate you. Oh, I love you. That is the principle of relationship, either online or offline. You don't meet someone for the first time and start asking them to date you. No, right? Let me know in the comment section. Probably it was the first time somebody met you and they started asking them to marry you. Not even date, marry you. As in, how weird would that feel? So after you've done that for like a while, I'm not seeing any comments yet. After you've done that for a while, then you can now pitch to them that, oh, I see that your profile picture or your profile, maybe you are someone that does profile optimization, right? You'll not be like, your profile is really good, is that, is this, and don't always use bots. And I think I can, not I think, and I know I can be able to help you to get a better result, or to help you optimize it to attract more opportunities, even more than what you're already attracting. They will more likely resonate towards you and say yes to you. That is like you building a relationship. You're not just going into somebody's DM and just sending them, oh, let me work with you. Oh, I want to work with you. Most people will block you, or they will not respond to you. So that is how to build strategic connection or strategic relationship or get strategic clients. So if you are learning so far, please let me know in the comment. And nobody even responded to the to to what I said initially. Nobody responded. Okay, so send connection requests. You can send general connection requests, send strategic DMs, which I already told you just now. Send connection requests strategically, which I already told you now. Celebrate people. Once you see them winning, celebrate them. They change their profile. Oh, I love your new profile. Say something positive to people. People love people that are positive around them. Leave thoughtful comments on people's posts. It will always attract people. 4 ways to build authority. Consistency. People trust what they see often. Clarity. Confused people don't buy or follow. Community. And this, some of the tips I just gave you now, is how to build a community. If you keep engaging on people and a particular set of people's posts on a daily basis, they will resonate back to you, or they will notice you. Thank you so much, Madam Clara. They will notice you. And most likely when they see your content, they would also um they would also engage on your content as well. Also go to people's DMs, wish them happy weekend, tell them, appreciate them for engaging on your posts. That is how to build connection and authority. Community, through community, through credibility. How do you build credibility? You share your wins, you share feedback and collaboration. Another way to build authority is start your newsletter. Start your newsletter. Start a live session. Start live sessions. Start newsletter. Those two things helps to also build authority. Because people see that for you to be bold enough to start a newsletter, for you to be bold enough to start live sessions, it means you know what you're doing. Do you understand now? And also 3 steps to attract clients organically. I already talked about a major part of it. Show, don't shout. Show your proofs, your reviews, your feedbacks, and all of that. Show that you have gotten this result for other people. Then they can be sure you can help them to get the same result as well. Comment thoughtfully, celebrate others, build trust before you sell. Offer clarity calls, free audits, or share resources. Make it about serving people before selling to them. So the number 1 point is show proofs, Be human. Invite, don't chase. That is it. Show proof. That is show, don't shout. Be here, be human, comment thoughtfully, and all of that. Invite, don't chase. That is, I already showed you and I've spoken extensively about this as well. And everything require a strong branding, because when people come to your profile, even after they see your content, they see your comments, they are going to go to your profile. So if your profile is not profiling, do you understand? If your profile is not profiling, if it is not well optimized, people are going to scroll past. That is just it. Do you understand? And if you're a student here, show your process. Show your process. You don't have to position yourself as a thought leader. You are not a thought leader yet. If you're a student, show them the processes, the courses you are taking to build yourself. Do you understand? The classes, the conferences you are going for, the trainings you are going for to build yourself. Showcase it on LinkedIn. The things you are learning, the books you just read. Do you understand? Tell them about your writing exams. Do you understand? Be human, but be strategic about it as well. You want them to see you as someone valuable enough that even after your school, they are able to hire you. And how do you position yourself as somebody valuable? By them seeing that you are investing in yourself. And that is why I'm saying that you showcase the books you are reading, the trainings you're attending, the conferences you're attending. If you're writing exams, if you go for conferences, if you go for meetings, all of those things, showcase them. Showcase that you are valuable or you are adding value to yourself, but show your processes. Do you understand now? That is how to position yourself as a valuable student. So even in the future, and if you want to work in a particular company, go and search for that company. Follow or and connect. This thing I said, the particular process I gave to those that are looking for clients is the same process you are going to use as a student to search for that company and go and connect intentionally with the executives of that company, the employees of that company, even to the HRM of that company. Before you need them, go and connect with them right now. Before you need them, you can need them in the next 1-2 years, but right now, go and be doing the connecting so that they can see how valuable you are. And when it's now time and you send them a message, they will be much more, they will already be like, I've been seeing this lady on my timeline for like how many months now? Do you understand now? Be strategic. Position yourself right. That is how to do it. I have done that once. I wanted to get a particular thing in a particular company. I went to that company. I connected with all of them working in that company. And the first time I walked into that company, the staff, there was a particular staff there that I was chatting with regularly. It was like, the face is familiar. I said, yes, it's familiar. I'm very strategic. Do you understand? That's how it works. So that is how to be strategic. Right. So personal branding, what makes you different? You must know what makes you different. Your values, your gifts, your passion, your vision, so you don't sound like every other person on LinkedIn. What solution do you have to offer? Make sure you have a solution you are offering. If if you're a student and you don't have a solution, it is fine. Just keep showing your processes and showing people what you are learning. You can show them, tell people what you learned in the conference that you went to, what you learned in the book that you read, and all of those things. Do you understand? Just show that you are valuable. People can also be learning from you as well. You don't have to have one thing that you are solving, one problem that you're solving. But if you're a professional, you must have something, a solution or a problem that you are solving. As I said, if you're positioning as a thought leader is about a particular industry. So, what industry do you want to be a thought leader on? What problem do you want to solve? What do you want to solve the problem? Who do you want to solve the problem for? That is your target audience. Is it students? Is it women? Is it men? Is it professionals? Is it entrepreneurs? Do you understand? Which people? Is it CEOs? Is it executives generally? Is it founders? Who are your target audience? You need to be specific. You don't have to be all that specific, but you need to know them. Do you understand? You need to know them so that you can be able to tailor your content accordingly. Is LinkedIn the best platform for you? You need to know that as well. Because if you're selling products, then LinkedIn is not for you. LinkedIn is not for products. LinkedIn is for mostly services. Do you understand? Are your audience on LinkedIn? You need to ask yourself that question. So, lastly, I think this is second to last or so. Pay attention to this. Network strategically. Don't connect with don't connect with everybody. Be strategic. But if you want to connect with everybody so that you can build your followership quickly, that's fine as well. And when you build a followership to a level, you can now start streamlining and start removing people and start being more strategic. Do you understand? Whichever strategy works for you is fine. Search for connection, just like I already taught you. Don't accept all connections because you have just 30,000 connections on LinkedIn and you see people have 100,000 followers. Do you understand? So you want to be strategic with your connections. Whoever you cannot learn from, there's no point connecting with the person. Whoever cannot be valuable to you, there's no point connecting with the person. Although you can connect with everybody now, but why, when you see that you start building your followership, you need to be more strategic. Commenting, first 1 hour of posting is very important. Be the first person to comment on your own posts. At least leave 5 comments immediately after you post so that you can be able to trick the algorithm to your own favor. Like or love your own content and comment immediately. And use the next 1 hour to comment on other people's content and also respond to people that are commenting on your content as well. Comment before you post and after posting so that you can trick the algorithm to favor you. Growth. Regularly send connection requests if you want to grow your followership quickly. Take LinkedIn as a workplace. Yes. Dedicate particular hour for LinkedIn and make sure you are strategic about it. Notes. Daily post ideas will be given to you. I'm going to drop the link to the content after this training or probably by tomorrow. I already told you that we are starting fully by Monday. Tomorrow is for you to reintroduce yourself to your audience, telling them what you do and that you are going to be partaking in the 21 days challenge, right? So post before 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. as I already advised. Show up as yourself. Let your post show your personality. If you're a fun person, make sure you put a lot of fun in your content as well. You don't have to be all that rigid. I'm more of a professional person, and that is why you see that my tone on LinkedIn is love and professional, loving, friendly, and professional. And that is who I am naturally. I'm not all that chitty chatty kind of person. So if you meet me real life, what you see on LinkedIn is what you're going to see as well. So if you are not all that strict, make sure people see your personality on LinkedIn, please, so that people don't see one thing on LinkedIn and when they see you in real life, they are like, oh, you're such a different person from who we know on LinkedIn. That is not a good brand you are building. So set goals, followership goals, client goals, whatever goals you want to set for yourself. Study the content of people doing great on LinkedIn and be tweaking your content accordingly. Although I'm going to be giving you feedback on all your posts as well. Plan your content ahead. See this particular one. This is the key to consistency on LinkedIn. Plan your content ahead. Have a bank of content that you can draw from on a regular basis. There will be ideas, new ideas that will come very fine, but I have a Word document now that I use I have like 100 contents that I've not touched. Yes, I do. And I draw from it from time to time. Although there are times that new ideas just come in, there are times I use comment, just like my content today, I used someone's comments on LinkedIn. I think it was Petra's comment that I used to create a content. Do you understand? Ideas can come like that as well, but most of the time, make sure that you have a backload of content based on the key things I already gave you. Those things I told you about, problems your audience are facing, frequently asked questions, the things they can do now that they can get resolved from almost immediately, and all of those things. I hope you wrote them down. If you did not write them down, um, after this thing, I will send you the link to the recording, and you can watch it again. Right. So plan your content ahead. Be the first to like and comment on your content after posting. You can also repost your content. What reposting does, reposting, this thing is something I have tested myself. Reposting helps to increase your reach. And why does it do that? Reposting is like, okay, you posted 6 a.m. If you repost by 9 a.m., it means that the people that are coming on LinkedIn by 9 a.m. are going to see your content again as a fresh content. Do you understand? If you repost again by 12, those that come on LinkedIn by 12 are going to be seeing your content again as a fresh content. So you'll be able to get more engagement like that on LinkedIn. These things are tested and trusted. I've tested so many things, and that is what consistency helps to. It helps you to give room, it gives room for you to test different things on LinkedIn and know what works for you. Right. So over the next 21 days, you'll be sharing your journey, your aspirations, your wins, your lessons, and building a stronger personal brand that attracts the right opportunities. Post once daily using the hashtag um LinkedIn challenge with Dami Oguntade, not with Reid. This with Dami Oguntade. I'm going to be dropping it. I didn't adjust this. This was my last distance I did for a particular company. The last one I did for a particular company, not few weeks ago, not so long ago. So always engage another participants. Keep your posts simple, real, and storytelling style so that people will want to read your content. Don't forget to end each post with simple call to action or call to engagement, and also put in your what you do at the end of your content as well. Rules: use the challenge hashtag, comment on everybody's posts, post daily, screenshot your profile now so that you can know if you are able to get value for this challenge or not. Do you understand? Screenshot the number of followers you have, screenshot your um your contents, reviews. Do you understand? This thing I showed you the other time, how your content is doing, screenshot it so that after this challenge, by the time you now screenshot it again, you are able to compare and contrast. And that would really tell a good story at the end of this challenge. You're able to know whether you got a lot of value or not with your content. Right. Okay. So that is that. With that, your analytics, your own page, screenshot your own page as well. Maybe you are going to be adjusting your banner. Before you adjust your banner, screenshot so you can compare and put it side by side. It will help to also create content as well. It will serve as content at the end of this challenge as well. So screenshot your own page, your banner with your headline and all of that. So when you're adjusting, you're able to put it side by side with it. Screenshot your analytics, your followership, and all of that. And post it on the platform, put it on the WhatsApp group, put it on the WhatsApp group so that everybody you can be able to encourage other people to do the same as well. So you are feeling overwhelmed at any point in time, take breaks in between, find a system that works for you. Planning ahead is the best thing, please. Planning ahead is the best. Batch create your content and schedule. If there's a room for scheduling as well, although scheduled posts don't do as much as posts that you post real time. But if that would help you stay consistent, please do so. And just come back on LinkedIn to engage with people's content. Please do that if that will work for you. All right. So other things is optimize your profile, get a professional to help you to update your to be able to help you to create your profile banner. Do you understand? Your LinkedIn banner, building authority, credibility. I already talked about the fact that you can start your article, you can go live, and we've talked about all of that. So finally, any question, any question, any question? I'm really excited. Thank you so much for listening so far. Progress over perfection. Make sure it is progress over perfection. No, there is nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. And that is why I love the fact that I'm going to be giving a lot, I giving you feedback on all your contents so that you can know how you are doing. Don't be discouraged. Please. Nobody was born an expert. I was also once learning like you as well. So I'm also still learning compared to other people as well, some other people. So everybody is learning at their different pace and stages. Thank you so much, Ma. I hope you got a lot of value. Please, any question, let's grow together. Make sure you don't give up. I know LinkedIn can be overwhelming at times. Don't give up. 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 Write it in the comment section. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to create content all through this 21 days. I'm going to be consistent throughout these 21 days. Let me see your energy in the comments in the chat box, right? No problem, Madam Clara. We're already done, right? Let me stop recording quickly.